Hello, this is the Spanish Every Other Day class course, the alphabet, and the class number 1, the alphabet, all of it. So, buenas tardes, people. It is July 2nd, 2018. My name is Julie Thompson, and I'd like to welcome you to the Spanish Every Other Day series. And I'm very glad to invite you to your new online Spanish language classroom. We had a little problem with doing a live class this afternoon, Monday afternoon, with unfortunately some construction noise outside. So this is the recording of that class. And what we're going to do is go through the alphabet. Okay, and why aren't Okay, well, we have a slight problem here. I think we're just going to have to do it this way. This way is better because it makes for less problems. Okay, so excuse me for that interruption. What are we going to learn? We're going to learn the basics of the Spanish alphabet. Now that means that what I assume about you is that you already know the Spanish alphabet. You've taken some Spanish classes. You've taken a lot of Spanish classes. Maybe you've taken no Spanish classes. I do accept beginners. And this is a free course, so if you want to start out and see how a Spanish class would be, that's fine with me. But I'm not going to cover all of the letters because I assume that you know all of the letters that you want to simply improve your Spanish speaking. So I'll teach you one day, you practice the other. Now, if you're learning in the afternoon on Eastern Standard Time or in the morning or what have you, wait 3 hours, please, before you practice. Okay? Don't practice right after the class. Wait 3 hours and then get some practice time in. So I need to set the table for you first. I'd like to repeat what I said in the last update, and that this class is a free class for July. What does that mean? No financial responsibilities for you. You can take the course. If you take the course, please do your homework. Why take the course without doing homework? So please do your homework. I'm not going to check it, but if you want to progress, please do your homework. If you decide at any point during the month that you do not want to take the class anymore, you don't have to report to me. That's fine with me. No worries. You're free to come. You're free to go. It will be given on Facebook. The video will stay up 24 hours, and then it will be passed to either my new YouTube channel, which I need to get together, and also Thinkific and Teachable.com. Now, if you want to see them on in those formats or on those platforms, you need to write to me, and I will give you a code that will enable you to see the classes. I'm not just going to make it a public channel. It's not going to be a public YouTube channel. They're not going to be public courses on Teachable or Thinkific. All right, so, but please just write me. Just say, Julie, would you please give me the code? And give me a way that I can get you the code without everybody else seeing the code. All right, because it will be a different code for everybody. But it will only be good for July. So if you want to see them free in July, write for the code. I need your comments. I need your commentaries. I need constructive criticism. This is a G-rated site and group. Please, no curse words, no insults. I am the final arbiter of this page, so let's keep it respectful. Disagree without being disagreeable. It is easy to do and makes for much better communication. I do need your help with the course. with crafting it, with creating a better course for the next time. So please, I would like your feedback. For instance, one of the students said that they couldn't see all of my face because part of it was in shadow and part of it was in the light. Things like that, please feel free to say. I welcome that kind of criticism because it will help me to do better in future classes. So let's get to work. Not quite. I still need to tell you how each class is going to be set up. There's going to be 4 sections: intro, challenge, exercise, and homework. So introduction. So you'll learn a little bit about the letter and about the combination or the combination of letters. We'll talk about the particular challenge that that letter represents. For instance, with a, we have a problem. If we have a word with 5 ahs in them, we'll start out by saying ah. By the end, it's We want to change that. We want to make sure that all of our letter ahs stay the same, no matter how many ahs we might have to say. Then we'll do an exercise with that letter or combination of letters that will help you to pronounce that letter more naturally. And when I say more naturally, I'm not talking about us as English speakers. I'm talking about more naturally for your Spanish-speaking listeners to listen to you. We want to make it easier for them to listen to you. And then your homework and the 15-minute rule, which we talked about in one of the updates. Remember, you want bite-sized sessions, no more than 5 minutes long, and you want to obey the timer. Now, as regards this exercise, please give me feedback on how it works for you. Would you like it to be 10 minutes? Is 5 minutes too long, too short? Too short, too fast? I think you'll find that 5 minutes is a long time at the beginning, especially if you're just starting with Spanish. After a while, it will be short. Keep it short to 5 minutes. Let's keep it 5 minutes for a while. But you can have as many 5-minute sessions as you wish. Now, I would like to mention that this alphabet course will include letters that certain scholars might say, no, that's not a Spanish letter anymore. I'm going to count it as such. Why? Because you will run into people who will say that che is still a letter, or ella is still a letter, or r is still a letter. So just to include them, I'm going to put them into the alphabet, and it's easier to sing the alphabet song that way. You're also going to hear differences perhaps between the way I might pronounce something and your neighbors. Let's say you have a Mexican neighbor, you have one from Honduras, you have one from Costa Rica, you have one from Colombia, and you might get 4 different pronunciations of the letter W. Some might say V, some might say W. So be flexible. No problem in being flexible. So now we're going to do it. Now, unfortunately, you can't hear what's in that black square. So, do you know the alphabet in English? Alphabet song in English? I'm going to do it in Spanish. Okay, now here is the alphabet. Here's the slide. So no closing of eyes. No closing of eyes. I'd like you to hear how it sounds. Okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z también. Now I'd like you to do it again. Okay? Can you do it for me? How did you do? Let's find out. I'd like to hear you do it. Of course, I can't hear you do it. Try it. I'll try it with you. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z también. Now I want you to do it again. Not right now. We won't do it quite yet. How did you do? Now that might have been a little fast if you're a beginner, or it might be a little fast if you're simply not used to doing just the Spanish letters by themselves. So what letters do you think are going to give you problems? Here's my list. A, because we want it A all the time. E, we want E all the time. O, because we tend to say it O. And Spanish speakers tend to say it O. Notice that when a Spanish speaker says it, freezes the lips, whereas we go O. And what we're trying to do, what we will try to do in Spanish is to go O, not O. You'll hear what I mean when we get to that particular lesson. Baby. Now, I know you looked at my lips and you said, what's the difference? We'll talk about that when we get to that lesson. And you will hear me do it differently. Sometimes. You might hear me go be. Well, no, I never really do it be. But you might hear more of a sound when I say be, because, and then here we go again, regional differences. Some dialects make the difference a little wider, some almost no difference at all to an English, to a native English speaker, not to a native Spanish speaker, but to a native English speaker. Okay? So, but we'll get to that lesson when we get to it. Te, what we're going to want to do is get rid of te. We want to get rid of the t sound. We want te. And we'll talk about that when we have that lesson. And of course, R and R. Those have their own lessons at the end of the month. So now, what we're going to do is use the metronome. All right. Now I'm going to put the slide of the alphabet in front of you, and I want you to take your metronome app. Okay. And what we're going to do is a march. Yes, you are going to get up. You're going to get up out of your chair. You're going to march. Now, if you can't get up out of your chair, you can snap your fingers. You can toss something small between your hands. You can drum with your pencils. Okay. But the main thing is to get your body to move. All right. So we're going to go ahead. Ready? Okay. So use the metronome. It's at 50. Put it at 50. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. A, B, C, Ch, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, R, S, T, U, V, W o W, X, Y, Z. Okay? How did that go? Did it go well? Let's try it again. Okay? All right, we're still at 50. You're still at 50 on your metronome. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. A, B, C, Ch, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, R, S, T, U, V, W o W, X, Y, Z. Okay, turn off the metronome. How'd you do? Well, that's going to be your homework. I'd like you to do as many 5-minute sessions as possible. I'd like you to increase your metronome speed every other session. So every 2 sessions. First one 50, second one 50, third one 60, fourth one 60, fifth one 70, sixth one 70. Now, if you already have familiarity with the alphabet, okay, you can start faster. Start at 70, start at 90. But what you want to do is make constant progress, increasing your speed all the time. And don't sit still when you're practicing. I don't want you to take the alphabet, go A, B, C, D, without moving anything. It makes it easier to memorize if you're moving. Just like when we were kids, and well, not all of you jumped roped, I did. But do you remember those kinds of games that we used to play, the hand games that we still remember the rhymes of? We still remember the rhymes of them because we were doing hand motions at the same time. Okay, so keep your body moving as you memorize. And next class is Wednesday. And I think it will probably still be a recorded video. Unfortunately, they're still constructing things outside, still building things outside. So it will probably be a recorded video. There will be one available just in case. I will try to make it a Facebook really live class. So next class is open your mouth and say, ah, all the way through the word or the phrase or the sentence, as you will see on Wednesday. Hasta miércoles.